What if I told you that the #1 secret to building lasting wealth isn't just about money? It's about knowledge. It's about understanding how money works, how to make it work for you, and how to adapt to the ever-changing financial landscape. The rich don't just get wealthier because they have money. They stay rich because they continuously learn, adapt, and apply new knowledge to seize opportunities before others even notice them. They're constantly asking themselves, what's next, and how can I be prepared? That's the power of a hungry mind, always seeking new information, new advantages. In today's world, knowledge is the ultimate competitive advantage. It determines who wins and who gets left behind. Are you going to be someone who reacts to change, or are you going to be the one who anticipates it, who sees it coming a mile away? In this video, we'll explore why knowledge is the most valuable asset in wealth building, how the world's wealthiest people prioritize learning, and how you can apply these principles to transform your life. Get ready to unlock your full financial potential. Knowledge, the ultimate wealth-generating asset. Most people think wealth comes from working hard, from putting in those long hours at the factory or the office. And while hard work is important, it's only part of the equation. In reality, wealth is built by those who know something others don't. The richest people aren't always the hardest workers. They're the smartest learners. Think of a factory worker, someone who puts in 12 grueling hours a day, breaking their back to earn a living. They're putting in the effort, but they're often just barely scraping by. Now think of a hedge fund manager who spends a couple of hours each day analyzing market trends, understanding the flow of money. They're using knowledge, not just sweat, to generate wealth. Or picture a successful entrepreneur who takes the time to study business strategies to understand what makes people tick, what makes them buy. They take an idea, maybe even an idea that others might have overlooked, and they turn it into a billion-dollar company. What's the difference between these individuals? It's not the hours on the clock, it's the knowledge they possess. The more you know, the more opportunities you see. It's like having a special pair of glasses that reveal hidden pathways to success, pathways that others are blind to. And the more opportunities you see, the more money you can make. Knowledge is leverage. It amplifies your efforts and magnifies your results. But here's the catch. Knowledge isn't something you acquire overnight. It's a lifelong pursuit, a journey of continuous learning and growth. The moment you think you know enough, you stop growing. So ask yourself, what am I doing to expand my knowledge today? What new skill can I learn? What new information can I absorb that will give me an edge? Remember, knowledge is the ultimate wealth-generating asset. Learning habits of the wealthy, decoding success. If you really want to understand wealth, if you want to crack the code, then you need to study the habits of those who've already achieved it. Look at self-made millionaires and billionaires, the ones who built their empires from the ground up. They come from different backgrounds, different industries, but they all have one crucial thing in common. They never stop learning. Take Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time. The man is a learning machine. He reads hundreds of pages every single day, constantly absorbing information, and he credits his success to this relentless pursuit of compound knowledge. He understands that the more you learn, the more those lessons build upon each other, creating a powerful foundation for decision-making. Then there's Elon Musk, a visionary entrepreneur who seems to defy the impossible. Did he start SpaceX with a degree in rocket science? No. He taught himself devouring books, mastering the principles before he even thought about building a rocket. He understood that knowledge is the fuel that propels ambition. And don't forget Bill Gates, another titan of industry. The man reads over 50 books a year, and he carves out think weeks, dedicated periods where he disconnects from the noise of the world to focus solely on learning and exploring new ideas. These aren't just quirky habits of the ultra-wealthy. They are strategic investments in their most valuable asset, their minds. Oprah Winfrey, a global icon and media mogul, attributes her phenomenal success to a lifelong commitment to learning and personal development. She understands that growth doesn't stop when you leave school. It's a continuous journey of self-discovery and expansion. Here's the key takeaway. Wealthy people don't just consume entertainment, they consume knowledge. They understand that information is power, and they're constantly seeking it out, devouring it, integrating it into their lives. They are students of their respective fields, always eager to learn new things, to refine their understanding, to stay ahead of the curve. And this is where the real magic happens. Continuous learning is your key to staying ahead. We live in a world that's changing at an unprecedented pace. Technology is advancing at warp speed, industries are being disrupted overnight, and the skills that were valuable yesterday are becoming obsolete tomorrow. If you're not constantly learning, if you're not adapting, you're falling behind. It's like trying to run a marathon while standing still. Think about it. Artificial intelligence, blockchain, automation. These aren't just buzzwords, they're forces reshaping the world as we know it. Jobs that were once considered secure are being replaced by machines. The skills that made people rich 20 years ago are barely relevant today. The old playbook is being thrown out the window. But here's the good news. With every challenge comes opportunity. New industries are emerging every year, creating massive wealth for those who are prepared. The wealthy, the ones who stay ahead of the game, understand this. They anticipate these changes. They prepare for them. They embrace them. They see disruption not as a threat, but as a chance to reinvent themselves, to seize new opportunities. So how do they do it? By becoming lifelong learners. They are students of money, of technology, of business trends. They're constantly asking themselves, what's next? What skills do I need to thrive in this new landscape? How can I position myself to capitalize on these emerging trends? They understand that knowledge isn't static, it's a flowing river, constantly evolving. And the only way to stay afloat, to avoid being swept away by the currents of change, is to dive in, to embrace the flow, to become a lifelong student of the game. Unlock your financial genius with these strategies for continuous learning. You're ready to unlock your financial potential. You understand the power of knowledge, but you might be thinking, where do I even begin? How do I make learning a part of my daily life? The good news is, building a system for continuous learning isn't complicated. It just takes commitment and a plan. First and foremost, read every single day. And I'm not talking about scrolling through social media or browsing headlines. And I'm talking about deep, focused reading that expands your mind. Focus on books about finance, investing, business, and self-improvement. These are the books that will give you the tools and the mindset to build wealth. Need some recommendations to get you started? Pick up The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. It'll transform the way you think about money. Then grab a copy of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, a classic for a reason. And if you want to dive deep into the world of investing, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham is your Bible. But reading is just the beginning. We live in a world overflowing with information. Listen to podcasts and audiobooks while you're driving, exercising, or cooking. Turn your dead time into learning time. The Tim Ferriss Show, Invest Like the Best, The Indicator from Planet Money. These are just a few podcasts that will flood your brain with valuable insights. And don't underestimate the power of online courses. Want to master a new skill? Learn about investing, business, coding, AI, digital marketing. Whatever your passion, there's a course out there for you. Platforms like Udemy, Coursera, Masterclass, Skillshare, they're like all-you-can-eat buffets for your brain. But here's the secret sauce. Surround yourself with smart, ambitious people. Join masterminds, attend seminars, network with individuals who challenge you to think bigger, to level up your game. Remember, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. From knowledge to wealth, it is applied knowledge that is power. You've put in the work, you're constantly learning, expanding your knowledge base. But you might be wondering, how does this translate into actual financial success? How does knowing more lead to having more? The answer is simple. Knowledge empowers you to make smarter decisions, to see opportunities that others miss, and to adapt to the ever-changing financial landscape. Think about it. Remember those early adopters of Bitcoin? The ones who saw the potential of cryptocurrency before it exploded? They weren't just lucky. They took the time to understand the technology, to see the possibilities that others were blind to. That's the power of knowledge. It allows you to spot those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Or consider the rise of social media. Those who were quick to recognize its potential, who took the time to learn digital marketing, to understand how to build an audience online. They didn't just ride the wave, they created empires. They understood that the world was changing, and they adapted, they learned, they thrived. But it's not just about making millions overnight. Knowledge empowers you to make better financial decisions in every aspect of your life. Knowing how to manage your money, how to invest wisely, how to avoid debt, these are the fundamental skills that separate those who struggle financially from those who achieve lasting wealth. And here's the beautiful thing: knowledge compounds, just like money. Your journey to wealth starts now. Here's the truth: the biggest difference between the rich and everyone else isn't the size of their bank accounts. It's how they think. It's their mindset, their relentless hunger for knowledge, their understanding that learning is a lifelong journey, not a destination. The poor say, "I already know enough." The wealthy ask, "What can I learn today?" They understand that the world is full of opportunities for those who are prepared, for those who have the knowledge and the skills to capitalize on them. If you want to be financially free, if you want to achieve true wealth and abundance, commit to learning every single day. Make it a non-negotiable part of your life. Because your financial future is directly linked to how much you're willing to learn. The world's wealthiest individuals, the ones who built empires, they didn't get there by accident. They studied trends, they mastered financial strategies, and they adapted to change faster than anyone else. They were relentless in their pursuit of knowledge, and that's what set them apart. If you want to build wealth, you need to become a student of money and technology. And the good news is, learning is easier than ever. With the right habits, the right resources, you can gain financial knowledge, master wealth-building skills, and stay ahead of the curve. Commit to daily learning, because knowledge compounds like money. Study finance, investing, and technology to stay ahead.